Hello crafty friends, I hope your day is going well so far. In today's video I make 6 cards for you using these papers that I was given as a freebie when I ordered a die from a shop on eBay. I think they might be handmade papers. They're very fibrous and they've also got some metallic embossing on them. So my idea with these was to tear them. I thought as they're so fibrous, I would really lean into that aspect of them and use some torn edges. So that's what I did. I selected a light and a dark in each colour. So I've got a dark or more saturated pink. It looks a bit reddy on camera, but it's more of a pink in real life. And then a light pink to go with it. And then there was a light purple and a dark purple and a light teal and a dark teal. So starting with the pinky papers, I used high-tack glue to stick my first torn edge bit of paper down the left-hand side of my card. I'm just working straight onto some smooth white cardstock card blanks. And then I use glue again to stick another torn edge red bit along the bottom of another card. I decided to use high-tack glue rather than say double-sided adhesive because I felt double-sided adhesive might not grip on to this kind of paper particularly strongly. So next I moved on to my purplish cards and I added some purple down the bottom of one card and some purple, dark purple along the top of the other card, trimming off the overhang as I went. And finally, I moved on to the teal cards. For the first one, I created a strip of torn paper with torn edges either side, and I placed it about a third of the way in from the left, running vertically up and down the card. And for the second teal card, I put a double torn edge strip horizontally about a third of the way down the card front. So that was the first stage completed. Then I went back to the pink card and added strips of the lighter pink to both cards. Initially with this first card, I thought I would stick the lighter pink over the darker pink, but I decided in the end to tuck it underneath the dark pink. I just felt it looked a little bit more balanced that way. I did have to peel the dark pink up a bit, but I did stick it back down with some more glue. For the second pink card, I simply added a thin strip of double torn edged light pink paper diagonally across the dark pink. Onto the purple cards now. With these, I did layer the light purple on top of the dark purple. It was a bit of a shame because the light purple did cover up quite a bit of the silver glitter pattern on the dark purple, but I don't think it could be helped really. It was just that particular pattern. I could, if I'd wanted to, added some more glitter. I could have found a sympathetic stencil design and put some silver glitter on with some glue. I didn't think of that at the time though. And for my teal cards, I took some of the lighter teal paper, made some thinner strips and layered those on top of the darker strips. And I really like the way these cards were shaping up. There's something about a torn edge that I find very appealing, and the colours, the light and the dark of each colour, really pretty, especially with the silver embossed and glitter patterns on them. I do tend to choose gold most of the time when I use a metallic, but I really enjoyed the silver on these papers. The next thing I did was find another one of these handmade type papers and die cut from them. So I cut 6 stitched circles from a white paper with a silver design on. And then I took one of my acetate grids and used that to help me place the circles on the card front. I was aiming for intersections of the vertical and horizontal grids. So I just added some more high-tack PVA glue to my circles, used my tweezers to hold them, and then I slipped them under the grid and placed them where I wanted them on those sweet spots as per the rule of thirds. Off camera, I rummaged through my foliage dies and pulled out some medium-sized ones. I then took some linen textured silver foil cardstock and die cut using my foliage dies. I dipped these in some more high-tack glue and then stuck them over the white circles. So my focal image on these lovely papers is a silver piece of foliage. For my sentiment, I used my grungy label stamps and I stamped them on some smooth white card using sticky embossing ink, and then I drizzled over some silver embossing powder, heated them with my heat tool, and once they were cooled and set, I trimmed them out with scissors and I placed them on my card fronts. Mostly I placed them on the focal point, layering them over the foliage die cuts. But I think for one of them I did pop the sentiment up in a corner to create a bit of a diagonal flow. Off camera I added some crystal glaze to my die cuts just to give them a little bit of gloss and a little bit of extra dimension. And that was these cards finished. I did think about adding some Nouveau drops, but I decided the drops wouldn't really add anything, especially as the papers have got the silver embossing and glitter on them already. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video and it has given you some ideas of things you might do with similar papers and dies in your stash. If it has, please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.